Hi all, welcome back to another episode of Campton Racing TV. Looking back on last week, it was good for Mahaja to get a win at the Sunshine Coast. Obviously, she went to the races twice and didn't get to have a start. One, not being her fault, the races were abandoned, and another, was a little bit of trouble getting on the track. But third time lucky, and she put them away.
Yeah, she was super. She's shown us a lot of ability on the track. She's very quirky. And it was good to see her do that. She was pretty confident going into the race and thought she could definitely win first up. She obviously didn't have any form first up, but she's gone to the races a couple of times. The trip to the races is it takes a bit out of them, switches them on. So she had the right grounding to go there first up and win. And I thought her effort to flash home over the top was super. It was a great ride too. I thought young Taylor Marshall rode it great. He's a very underrated rider. He's strong. He's fit. He's obviously rides light too. So. She was super, and it was good to get a win for the Calibre lads.
And just as we've started recording, Ruby Doo won at Gatton, only her second race start and first this prep. She's definitely matured from her last prep, and we've seen a different horse this time.
Yeah, I just said to the owners then, patience it's been very rewarding for them. I know at times it's frustrating, don't worry. You're tipping horses in and out to get them to the races, and obviously their job is to race, but horses need time, and this is the perfect example of owners that have shown patience. A lovely horse. She's possibly, I reckon, the best walking yearling I've purchased. I remember when I purchased him, we got her for cheap only. There's one of the boys excited to go to the walker. When we purchased her, I remember we got her for really cheap, and I didn't know these owners, and they were happy to give us a crack, and they purchased her, and they've had a massive day at Gatton today, and they just rang us and said they'd time of life winning the race. So that's what it's all about. We love seeing our owners, win races, but I think she's a really nice little horse. It's only going to get better once you get over further, and they're going to have a lot of fun with her.
We also had a couple of seconds at Moolumbar on Sunday, Last Line Dance and Freeland.
Yeah, Last Line Dance was super. I think Ray was obviously maybe a bit concerned after the trial, but first time with blinkers, I just think she got a bit lost in that trial and didn't really realise what was going on with the blinkers on. I think once the other horses got to her, she thought, I've got to get going again now. So I thought Elion's ride was great, got her out of the gates and stuck on really, really good. Obviously the winner goes pretty good. It was justified that at $1.30, but that's good form. She'll possibly go to Lismore Saturday week. There's a super maiden there, up to 1,300 I think will suit. I've got a lot of time for this horse. She's big. She's still got a lot of filling out to do. And still got a lot of maturing to do. But I think they've got a really nice horse on their hands. And Freeland was obviously a bit disappointing to get down to the track, and it was a heavy 9. Obviously thought we were running on a soft 6, and a rock hard fit, old tough horse like Top Bird just went forward and was too strong. Obviously, she's not, in my opinion, probably not a wet tracker. Freeland. She's just got that action. I believe is better when she's, it's a nice hard surface and she can just run along. But I thought her effort to stick on around second was super. The young fellow gave her a glowing report. Just said she just didn't handle the track, and it was just obviously a bit wet down there. But she's a lovely horse, and she's just going to come on lengths from that. There's a couple of options for her over 11 or 12. We're just sort of play it by ear, see how she is over the next few days. But she's pulled up great. She's a tough little horse, and excited to get her back to the races soon.
And we've also got Deep Blast in later today, so fingers crossed for him as well.
Yeah, he should run a good race. He's a bit disappointed last start, but we'll put a pen through that. He's definitely got the ability to run a big race today.
And looking forward to this week's runners. At Doomben on Saturday, we've got our first 2-year-old starter for the season in St Jude.
Yep, 2-year-old, our first debutant going to the city for the first time as a 2-year-old. Obviously, we're a young stable, and we haven't had too many 2-year-olds runners. So he's a ripper. This little horse. He's tough. He's just cops everything that's come at him, and I'm probably a more patient trainer. I'm not really known as a 2-year-old trainer. It's something I really want to tick off the list, is get more 2-year-olds up and going. And he's a pretty straightforward racehorse, this horse. I'm excited to see how he goes. Shannon's done a great job on him, obviously riding him every day. He's got his quirks about him. He's a cheeky little bugger, but I just love him. He's a really nice little horse, and obviously it's tough to go to the city and take on the big dogs on debut. So he's got to go there. He's got to handle the occasion, and I think if he can sit behind the speed, relax throughout, you'll see a very nice horse hitting the line. He's going to obviously be better once he's 3-year-old and he gets over further, but I've got a lot of time for this horse.
And we're back at the Gold Coast on Saturday. It is on the Poly, but we do have Data Patch going around and we know that he loves that.
Yes, it's great that they didn't transfer the races to Ipswich or Beaudesert or somewhere after the grass was cancelled. So back on the Poly for Data, and his trial the other day was super. He's come back good. He took a photo of him this morning. He looks $1 million. He's ready to go. As we know, he loves the Poly. So he's obviously going to be short odds, but he'll be very tough to beat. Hopefully he can get the job done first up.
And in the maiden 1200, we've got She's Worth It, a new horse to the stable.
Yeah, a really nice horse, a really nice filly, tough, straightforward racehorse. She's very easy to train. She came to us in great order from a previous trainer, and she ran some really good races in her first preparation. I thought her form was really good. First prep, I think she's definitely grown and matured coming to us now, and she's a nice horse. Obviously, 1200 first up, short of her best, and ideally, the poly track with the kickback isn't ideal, but she's pretty smart, and I think she can run a huge race first up. I think she'll be hitting the line very strongly. She obviously needs luck from the barrier, but she's got a bit of class, this horse, and I'm excited to see her get to the races.
And Vadaboom and Living Free are both in a Class 1 1200. They are dual nominated, possibly to go around at the Sunshine Coast on Sunday also.
Yeah, just sort of play it by ear. Obviously, Vadaboom's an emergency on Sunday, but drawn a good barrier here on Saturday. Denny Pease will ride him if he goes around, and I think Living Free will probably run here on Saturday. He had a jump out last week. He's super. He had the blinkers on, and I thought his effort to win that jump out was really, really good. So he's a nice horse. They're going to have a lot of fun with him. He's a right horse to bring to Queensland from Melbourne. He just fits the profile. He's well rated. Obviously, he's a horse that gets over further. He's going to improve a lot. He's still a chubby little bugger, but I think he'll run a huge race first up.
So obviously, a few runners on the weekend. What would be your best bet for the weekend?
I think Data Patch is going to go around pretty short odds. I'm going to go with Sajid. I think he's great each way value. And I obviously love seeing my horse go race and get excited about him all, but he's a horse that I have definitely been excited to get to the races for some time. He's just shown us a lot here, and hopefully he can take the next step, go to the races and run a huge race on debut.
Thanks so much for watching, guys, and good luck over the weekend.
Thank you.